Yep.
It's cold. How long we been on the road?
Hey, you could have always stayed back in Yokohama, you know.
Well, maybe. If I'd have known we were gonna take the scenic route.
No kidding. Still, Kiryu-san's probably better off with a friend or two. So there's that.
Agreed.
Looks like it's gonna snow.
Sorry about this. None of the taxis were willing to make the trip.
No surprise there. Long distance is a gamble for them. You need someone who will hitch a ride back, and where we're going, those are few and far in between. Rare sight to behold, honestly. Not many people would want to go up this way. You might even be the first. How come? You guys work in television or something?
No. Just visiting a couple of old friends. It's been a long time.
The Second Great Dissolution is the only way to dissolve the remaining Yakuza groups within the country. Perhaps to Ebina, it's just a means to an end, but to Arakawa, it was his dying wish. Knowing that, I swallowed my pride and left prison to see it through. However, Ebina's taken more control of the Seiryu clan than I could have imagined. He's got me under 24/7 surveillance, no matter what I do. I can't even be alone unless I take measures like this. If we're really going to pull this off, I need reinforcements.
Reinforcements?
Yes. That includes you, Kiryu-san. If you'll permit me to do so. Granted, I understand your situation's tricky. I can't ask you to step back into the limelight. Certainly not at the moment. Now then. This may come off as rude, but instead, I'd like to ask you a favor.
What is it?
Daigo Dojima, Goro Majima, and Taiga Saijima. 3 of the most legendary Yakuza of all time. If anyone can help the Second Dissolution, it's them.
You want me to ask them?
Yes. I believe we need their influence in order to fulfill Arakawa's will. And rightly this time. After the disbanding of the Tojo and the Omi, its former members established a security company out in Osaka. It was a refuge for old Yakuza who'd lost their way. But for all their efforts, the company went under after just a year. Since then, Daigo-san and the others have disappeared.
Well, sorry to say, but I don't know where they...
Even if you can't contact them, you must have some idea where they might have gone, yes? You're not the type to leave them alone for good. You're the only person who could drag them back out into the open. Please, I don't have anywhere else to turn.
I do know that they disappeared. However, I'm not really sure why. So, guess we start from there. Sorry, guys. In case it wasn't clear, I'll be out for a few days.
Old friends, huh? Gosh, these fellas must be pretty eccentric. Don't mean to be rude, but no one in their right mind would live out there. No, sir.
Who knows? I'm sure they've got their reasons.
Reasons, sure. Well, give it 2, maybe 3 more hours on the road. Oh, There's that snow. Better bundle up, friend.
I'm sure you guys have a lot to talk about. We'll hang out here.
Appreciate it.
One thing, maybe try to make it quick. The sooner we get out of this cold, the better.
Sure.
You know, it may be a shack, but it's still home. Maybe try knocking. Little manners will go a long way, after all. Shit. You're getting old, Kiryu-chan.
Time will do that, Majima-san.
Kiryu-san.
A lot's happened. Guess that goes for all of us, eh?
Yeah.
Well, grab a seat. Least we can do is pour you a drink. Haven't seen you since the dissolution.
It's been 4 years already. Last I'd heard, you had a security company out in Sotenbori.
Had. And hey, look where we are now.
What about you, Kiryu-san? You doing okay these days? You don't look yourself, if I'm being honest.
Actually, that's no surprise. I've got cancer. They gave me half a year.
You what?
Okay.
Even the dragon, huh? Guess no one's safe.
Guess not.
Well, if you're short on time, might as well drink up. Doubt hell's got a good selection.
Majima-san, the man's dying for pity's sake.
It's all right, Daigo. Might be crude, but he's not wrong. Better to enjoy things while I can. Long as I'm still here, I'll keep pushing along.
Well, better not waste your time with us then.
Fine. What happened to you? How'd you all end up here?
Who cares about us? This is no place for someone in your condition. You need to be back in the city. I'll get you a car and...
Daigo. Honestly, you'd think you'd learn by now. You think Kiryu-chan here's gonna listen to that?
It's been so long. I'd almost forgotten. Really, I suppose this is just like old times. So, you want to know what happened? Is that it? The world happened, that's what. We lost. Settle in, because this'll take a minute. Now, when we set up the company, we knew from day one there'd be risks involved. I mean, this happened right after we dissolved 2 major clans. How could there not be? We knew we'd get people's attention. Especially since we were all former Yakuza.
Knowing you, I'll bet you tried to mitigate that.
Of course. Naturally, I tried to take every precaution possible beforehand. I used all our connections from both the Tojo clan and the Omi Alliance. Talked with the media and the higher-ups. Granted, those things don't come for free. Close to 70,000 lives were on the line, and the 5-year ex-Yakuza clause would have swallowed them whole if not for that. I did what I felt was necessary.
I'm not here to tell you whether you made the right choices. There's only one thing I want to know. Where did it go wrong?
Well, things were great at the beginning. Gradual as it was, we built a fairly large clientele. I mean, plenty of businesses need protection. We had the men for the job. When it came to reintegrating criminals back into society, it seemed like we were doing just about everything right. All that said, after the first year, we started seeing some issues.
Something with the employees come up?
Now, online accusations. A popular channel did a feature on our company. Thanks to that, all of our ex-Yakuza employees were exposed. They even aired out the backdoor deals I'd made with the government and media.
Hang on. This channel, it wasn't...
The Tatara channel. Who else? Same one that hit Kasuga. And it wasn't just the deals. It was everything. They got their hands on every scandal they could find. They stretched the truth paper thin, and we ended up taking the heat.
Maybe. But even with all the stretching, we still did what we did to get ahead.
In light of that, there wasn't much we could say in our defense. Before long, our customers started leaving one after another.
Government boys washed their hands of us too. Talk about heartless.
From there, all eyes were on us. The world was watching our every move. We were at a standstill, and the company's finances dwindled as a result. It was then word broke out among the employees. The Yakuza life was calling them back.
I mean, you got former Chairman Daigo up top, and we're right there with him. Ain't hard to see. If we wanted to start things up, we definitely had the means.
Among some employees, there were even talks that we were planning to revive the Tojo clan. All sorts of rumors made their way around. The company was in shambles, and in such short time. It's a miracle we didn't go sooner.
Thanks to the Tatara channel, society wanted nothing to do with us, and those inside started longing for the old days. For their sake, we figured we ought to shove off. They needed a fresh start, and we weren't helping their case.
I see. That explains why you're out here.
If we really wanted to see the Great Dissolution through, this was the best way. That's what we concluded, at least.
I think I get what happened. Do you know Ebina of the Seiryu clan? He took over the Great Dissolution once you left, at least on the surface.
Yes, I know the name. I've never met him, though. 2 years ago, we got a tip that he was out looking for us.
2 years ago? That was right around when Takabe got locked up.
That's right. Ebina replaced Takabe. That's more or less all he's known for. His name alone isn't enough to unite the Yakuza. Not on a grand scale, anyhow. He'd need a few poster boys, which is probably why he wanted us.
Little did he know, that ship had already sailed.
Yeah, that was part of it. However, there was something else that bothered me.
The man was due for a background check. And what we found was odd, to say the least.
Ebina was raised by a single mother, but she died when he was in middle school. Afterward, his family name was changed. He became the Ebina we knew today. But the name he had before, it was Hikawa.
Hikawa?
Ebina's mother's name is Yuriko Hikawa. She's the Hikawa family patriarch's daughter.
Hikawa family? You mean Masumi Arakawa's old family? That Hikawa?
Correct. And did you know that Arakawa-san and this Yuriko Hikawa were once engaged?
Right. Patriarch pushed the proposal on him, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, but Arakawa-san already had a woman he loved. That was Akane-san. However, despite that fact, he couldn't just go against his own boss's wishes. And so he kept a relationship with Yuriko-san as well. Now, this brings up a good question. Just who is Ebina's father?
You don't mean...
This is all just speculation, of course. But Masumi Arakawa may in fact be Ebina's father. Ebina is around Kasuga's age, give or take. Even their birth dates are similar.
So Kasuga and Ebina... You're saying they could be half-brothers?
We told you it was odd, didn't we?
But if that's really the case, I can't imagine Arakawa would just abandon his own son.
Judging from when Ebina was born, Arakawa-san must not have known about Yuriko's pregnancy. And after the Hikawa family all but collapsed, Yuriko gave birth without a soul knowing. From her perspective, Arakawa not only killed her father, he also abandoned her son, leaving them completely alone. I can only imagine the anger and spite she must have felt. And what if that anger was passed down to Ebina?
Ebina does hold a lot of hatred for Arakawa.
Exactly. So it's hard to imagine that Ebina would take up Arakawa-san's legacy. The second great dissolution was all the man ever wanted.
So you guys kept your silence, and as a result, Sawashiro was chosen for the task instead.
Yes, I believe that's the case.
Yep, that about wraps it up. But hey, I'm sure you didn't come all this way for story time now, did ya?
That's right. Actually, I have a favor I want to ask you. I want you guys to help out Sawashiro. As it turns out, he's trying to fulfill Arakawa's wish too. Bringing about the second great dissolution. Ebina's watching him like a hawk, like he's the Seiryu clan's prisoner. If he just had your help, Sawashiro can step up and knock him off his throne. You all started it. The second great dissolution should be yours to finish.
I've said it already. There's nothing we can do.
Come on. You don't have to like any of it, but at least pay attention.
Kiryu, look, they're right. We got no business in the limelight anymore. I mean, sure, it's true we got the power to rally folks, and we can get them moving too. We join Sawashiro on stage, and we'll get the attention of every Yakuza in the country.
It's called charisma. Nobody's stupid enough to say that for themselves, but hell if it ain't true. How it goes. Slice it however you want. That's the Yakuza way. The dreams we ended up giving others, they're what keep them coming back. The Yakuza we knew was strong. That Yakuza had money. Those dreams ain't worth handing out right now. They need guys who can help them get back into the real world. No way in hell that's us.
Especially not with our recent track record. The moment we learned something was off with Ebina's history, we knew there was a lot to consider. Yes, there's a chance he's taking advantage of the second great dissolution for his own interest. However, if he pulls it off, who are we to interfere? If anything, we should keep our distance.
Right. So this is how you're taking responsibility?
It is. We'll act as if we don't exist. That's the best we can do. Honestly, even death had its appeal at one point. But if we're dead and gone, our names will just carry on into the future. Kiryu-san, are you aware of what they all say? All those Yakuza. Do you know how they see you? Yeah, they act like you're some great mythical hero. If we ended up just like you, the illusions of the Yakuza life would be stronger than ever. Just look at your own life. Shintaro Kazuma was everything to you. And how'd that turn out?
Sawashiro would sacrifice himself to take down Ebina. The that alone won't be enough to save everyone. He's counting on your help.
I'm sorry.
Fine. I'll be there for Sawashiro as best I can. You guys can just keep rotting away. Guess I was wrong.
Hold it! The hell's that supposed to mean?
It's just as I said. I was stupid to think coming up here would change anything. Go ahead and run. Just remember that for all your excuses, you still have a job to do.
What do you know? What could you possibly know about what we've been through? You have any idea what it's like?
No, I can't say I do. And I wouldn't want to.
Damn you!
What's wrong? If you want to fight, don't hold back.
Boy, do I hate getting worked up over petty shit like this. Better than sitting around being pissed off, though. Sure, why not? Let's throw a few punches. For old time's sake.
Hey, what's going on?
Ain't you guys supposed to be having a nice, friendly chat? 'Cause, this sure as hell don't look like one.
Sorry for the wait. I'll need just a little more time.
Quit acting so tough. We're not gonna leave our friend out to dry like that.
More importantly, if we stay out here any longer, we'll all freeze to death.
So you've got 5 on your side now, huh? Suppose that's fine. I'll just have to tag in, too.
Ooh, oh shit. How about this? Never thought we'd be going toe-to-toe with all 3 of you.
Yeah, sure. Like you got any business with us. Maybe stay in your fucking lane. Oh well. Guess I'll try and make this fun. One express trip to hell coming up!
Well, that's scary. Probably have a few bruises after this.
Hey, we can't back down now. We're locked in, sister, so buckle up.
Let's do it.
Something wrong?
Now you've done it.
I'm over here.
Are you done with all the fun and games yet?
I'll take you on.
You're through. Don't mess with me.
Time to shut it down. Feel the heat! Hold on a second!
Here we
get it. Who's your fried rice? Coming up. It's all about the flame, baby. Just to get you salt. Enjoy a while, huh?
Give me wings! Time to shut it down. Feel the heat!
Hold on a second.
Okay. Watch this. Don't mind me. Right away.
One for the road.
It's over. It's over.
Harder a fair fight. Learning more every day. Doing better than I thought.
Hell yeah. Moving up in the world.
Whew. We should relish. There's more where this came from.
Strong. Sweet.
Yes!
Be straight with me. What are you all so afraid of? Are you scared of screwing up people's lives? Or maybe you just don't want to fail again. Whatever the reason, you'll never know if you don't try.
You act like it's so simple. Say we do try. What happens if it all goes to hell again, huh?
If that day comes, you keep on pushing through. Long as you're breathing, keep moving, keep trying, and figure it out.
There you go again. Always the hero.
Say what you want. It's the only way I know. Besides, this is the last time. Anyway, I'm gone. You won't be hearing from me again.
Wait. Don't go. Kiryu-san, I get that you don't have a lot of time left. Still, it's not worth it. That's no reason for you to run off and get yourself killed.
You're wrong, Daigo.
What?
Honestly, it's a weight off my shoulders. My death's finally worth a damn.
Kiryu, what are you saying?
I'm the same as you guys. I've screwed up more lives than I can count at this point. Not to mention, I'm a Yakuza. I haven't exactly lived a life that I can be proud of. Yet even then, through it all, I'm somehow still here. So that's it. The Yakuza have made a huge mess for themselves. Once I grab hold, I am taking it with me.
You're talking out of your ass, Kiryu. That's no excuse to...
Wait till things settle down. Come then, Kasuga's gonna need your help. The Yakuza have one chance. Their future depends on him.
Don't you leave. Don't you dare leave! Kiryu-chan!
You know, it's funny. I came to ask you guys for help. But maybe all I wanted was one last fight.
Wait, Kiryu-san.